it's here. Hello everyone, so here I am again, Rodrigo Toledo. I will put the link here. Just to explain about how I code the front end and reflecting the back end using StimusReflex. Okay, here we have some numbers, right? Top unread books, last books read. These numbers change because I am using whenever. If you don't know about this, whenever is a Chrome tab tasks and run randomly, random. But let's try understand a little bit. Okay, here I have the link read, and when I click, I read there is a line. When I click again, I have the top 5. Let's change something about the front end, like a book. And 10 here. Okay, now we have Jerusalem again. So Jerusalem, it's here now, but without any kind of update in your front end, and without any kind of calling the controller action. You can do that using TurboStream. It's another approach. But with StimusReflex, you have this in your front end, like a total read, here. Oh my God. Let's try understand. Here we have the book count, the button tag, read. The controller is the book. The reflex that I want is like I am calling the event click, but the class in reflex class is the book. Okay, and the method is read, and I am passing this parameter like a book. So let's open book reflex. book reflex receive element dataset title. So if we check here, I am passing this, that title here, and title I receive here. Have another approach? Yes, have. You can think like a reflex class, like a controller class, but just to receive actions from the front end and reflect this in the front end, but just for your session. Take care about this. So when I click in something in my session using using StimusReflex, will affect in my session. So if I open here, here is Anonymous, and here we have the normal access. When I click here, it's reflecting in the same HTML. So I click, goes to the backend, updates the book, and reflect to the front end. Why this is occurring? Because you can have the two approaches, like use StimusReflex to dispatch some triggers to the backend and receive some kind of operation in the front end, but it's not necessary. Here I am just update the book, and when I update the book, let's take a note. After update, broadcast updates, and broadcast updates what happened here. Update total read, update unread, update top read books and unread books. So I dispatch from my backend a lot of actions, and these actions are TurboStream. As you can see here, I have the TurboStream. Understand? So I open here like a channel who have a integration with my backend action. If I need to try explain more, maybe you have some import about the books, and you have a book titles like a array, split each split book titles and create a book. Maybe you have some application in Vue.js, Next.js, and needs to have this operation in the backend, import the books. So when you create the book from the API, you will not use the book reflex. You need to dispatch some event using the TurboStream. So in your class you have this. You will update total read, total read blue books, all these things. When I click in some read book like this, what is happening in our backend? I receive a book reflex, update the book finish, and the book finish dispatch the triggers because have after update inside the model. Okay, we have after update. And the after update will update using these transactions. It's clear. So you can upgrade, you can dispatch events like I will try a different approach. I will copy this book, find by title. I believe it's that. So I have the book and I will book, and I need to, let me take a finish. Update, finish, finish or no, finish it. Let's take a note about here. Let me check here. data read, data unread. Let me try understand one thing. Yeah, I have just one. Yeah, it's finished. From the console, you can dispatch events here. And maybe it's a little confused to understand in the first moment, but you can dispatch from your model, you can dispatch from like a older remote through something like that, using some kind of events. Click, book, read. You can submit, you can morph elements. They're really nice.